Hello everyone and welcome back to Hoshizora no Memoria. Let us continue. Yeah, I suppose it did, though I never thought you would sleep through the entire morning. Didn't get enough sleep? She's embarrassed. Is she embarrassed because she had fallen asleep in class despite having slept properly last night? Or is she embarrassed because she didn't get enough sleep? We better have lunch first. I'm in a financial crisis this month. Even now my wallet is still empty, and that's probably not going to change until I get a job. She's making it sound like I'm already a part-timer there. I really want to accept her generosity. Will Chinami be fine at home? Will she get hungry? And Chino might still be asleep. Oh, was I? Come to think of it, Chinami said she was going to hang out at Aoi's house during the afternoon. They might take care of her over there, but we'll be causing lots of trouble. Well then, let's go grab a bite. Asuho energetically heads down the hill. When we arrive in front of the station, Asuho suddenly stops. She sounds downhearted. What is going keen? Is that your rain alarm? Oh, she's making an expression one makes when the world's about to end. No, will it really rain? The sky is clear and you can hardly see any clouds. Is it going to rain by tonight? I can't imagine how her weather forecast works. For stargazing? And that's why you're sleep deprived? She nods embarrassingly. I'm speechless. She's like a child the day before an excursion. Stargazing, astronomical observations have a very important place in her heart. So, it's going to be a big one and not a small one? Is there any chance for it to be a sun shower? She shakes her head, indicating that she doesn't know. If it's just rain, we should still be able to see the stars, right? That's true. She looks at the sky bitterly. Asuho's cafe is called the Milky Way. You can almost call this a dessert shop catered specifically towards females, as even the menu is lined with cute writing. Then there's the fact that I don't have a clue as to what I'm going to be ordering from the way the menu is written. Asuho pops over in her waitress uniform. She whispers in front of all the other customers. Is it really alright? It's as if working here is starting to be set in stone. Asuho passes me the menu. I'll have anything other than mayonnaise. She looks upset. No, I mean, there's a lot I want to try ordering, but I don't really know which is which. Well, she's got a point, but then I'll have the Hermes lure I ordered before. She looks upset again. Well, that's the only one I know. So if you choose the wrong thing, you die? The people here at Hibarigasaki sure are open-minded. That sounds very Asuho-like. I can't possibly decide. Even if I know about the legends, I never would have thought that Hermes' lure would come out as honey toast.
好きな神話とかないの？
If you're talking about ones I like, the one I know the most about would be Tanabata.
七夕は終わっちゃったけど、メニューはちゃんとあるよ。
She points to the magpie bridge on the menu. I'm not going to end up getting a magpie that's roasted whole, am I?
さて、どうでしょう？
She sure is having fun. Then I'll have this.
焼き加減はレアですか？それ
Don't seriously give me roasted magpies.
ウェルダンですね。受けたまわりました。
She takes the menu with her and heads back to the counter. I'm getting heartburn before I've even started eating.
お待たせしました。こちらカササギの架け橋になります。
The thing Asuho is carrying is a pizza. Speaking of which, how do you have a rare pizza?
もんじゃ焼きみたいな感じ？
Responding to a question with another question doesn't exactly help.
マヨネーズ抜きにしといたけど、それでよかった？
Yeah, thanks. The toppings were filled with tuna and cheese to the point where a bridge was created between my mouth and the pizza when I bit into it. Asuho sits in front of me looking at me with a huge grin. Aren't you working right now?
お客様に呼ばれたら行くよ。
Judging by how her dad hasn't said anything, the space might be pretty lax.
さあ、食べて食べて。
Yeah, though I can't eat properly while being looked at.
うん、タバスコ使う？
Nah, I'm fine.
辛いの苦手？
That's not exactly it.
うん、外ちょっと曇ってきたみたい。
It still hasn't rained yet, huh?
ピザ美味しい？
It's delicious.
よかった。
But I don't really have an appetite while I'm being stared at.
さあ、もっと食べて食べて。
Asuho, aren't you going to eat too?
私は後で。今ランチタイムだからお客様がいるしね。もうちょっと経てばガラガラになるから。だからようちゃんは気にせず食べて。
アスホ、ちょっと手伝ってくれるかい？
The boss calls out to her.
何するの？
コーヒー入れてくれるかな？
オーダー。
僕が飲みたい。じゃない。早くしないとお手伝い賃からさっぴくからね。
もう自分で入れればいいのに。
Asuho gets up reluctantly.
ごめんね、ようちゃん。
Nah, it's alright. More importantly, good luck with work. In place of Asuho, the boss comes over.
すまないね。ゆっくり食べていていいから。
Was he watching out for me?
アスホから話は聞いてるよ。小笠原君だよね。
Yes, pleased to meet you.
礼儀正しいね。合格。
That was quick.
お味はどうだい？アスホが作ったものなんだけど。
I'm surprised to hear that. Does Asuho-san usually make this?
いや、アスホはフロア担当なんだけどね。今日は友達が来るからってことで、そのピザだけ特別にね。
It's actually really good. I thought this was just an ordinary item on the menu and ate it without suspecting a thing.
その言葉、アスホに言ってあげると喜ぶだろうね。昨夜は徹夜で練習していたから。
Whoa. She wasn't all excited just about going stargazing. She was spending time on a meal she wasn't even sure I would eat.
種をばらすと、君がどのメニューを頼もうが、そのピザが出てきたわけだけど。
He smiles cheerfully.
食べ終わったら、食器はそのままでいいから、僕のところに来てくれるかな。
Oh, okay. He returns to his post. When Asuho asks him for how much sugar, he replies black. I take another bite out of my pizza. I savor the flavor more than my first bite.
お父さん、ようちゃん食べ終わったって。
Thank you for treating me.
いやいや。それじゃあ小笠原君、こっちの席にかけてくれるかな。
There aren't many customers, but they're still there nonetheless. The three of us sit down at an unobtrusive corner.
アスホはいなくていいから。まだ食事中のお客もいるし、レジにでも立っていて。
お会計だったらお客様がレジ来たらでいいじゃない。
さっぴくよ。
横暴だな。
Asuho reluctantly walks off.
小笠原君、アスホに料理の感想は言ったかい？
Yeah, I told her it was delicious.
喜んでいたぞ。
She was grinning joyfully the whole time. She had the same smile on both before and after I told her.
そうか。君はアスホのお気に入りのようだからね。
There seems to be some hidden meaning in his words.
それじゃ、バイトの説明だけど。
Okay.
今から入ってくれるかい？
That was quick.
ああ、自己紹介がまだだったね。
Yeah, your name is still triple question mark. I wasn't surprised because of that.
僕は皆星総一郎。手の
Soichiro.
通りアスホの父親で、この喫茶店ミルキーウェイの店長を務める。僕のことはマスターでいいから、アスホとは仲良くやってくれそうだし、これからもよろしく頼むよ。
This place was supposed to be one of my options, but the conversation makes it sound like my employment has been decided already.
何か質問はあるかい？
At the moment, a whole load of them.
最近の若者にしては積極的でいいね。合格だ。
No, it's not about passing or not.
ユニフォームは僕と同じエプロンだ。裏にあるから取ってくるよ。
Did my questions fly right past him?
まずはテーブル拭きと椅子の整理をお願いしようかな。それが終わったら食器洗い。細かいやり方はアスホに聞いて。それじゃよろしく。
He walks off to get me an apron. I sit there dumbfounded until Asuho calls out to me.
雨降ってきたね。
After washing the dishes under Asuho's guidance, we head back out to the main area of the cafe, only to see droplets of water on the window.
星見無理かな。
It's still the afternoon, it might be clear at night.
うん。
Her expression was dull, just like the sky.
お疲れ様。コーヒー入れたよ。
Her dad greets us with mugs in his hands. Have all the customers disappeared due to the rain? Asuho starts laughing after I ask that.
うちはお昼時と夕方過ぎにしかお客様来ないから、そんなに流行ってるわけじゃないんだよね。
Yet you still need part-time workers?
混み時はあるし、お父さん一人じゃ大変だから。
その言葉は嬉しいけど、放課後に早く帰ってきて手伝ってくれるともっと嬉しいかな。
それは無理だって言ってるじゃない。テンクルがあるし。
アスホの星好きも困ったものだね。
He walks back inside with a wry smile.
お仕事は一段落かな。ようちゃん、お疲れ様。
We toast with our mugs.
洗い物慣れてるんだね。
That's because I helped out with the housework since I was
優
little.
秀なバイト君が入ってくれて助かる
Yeah, about that, I still haven't said anything about working here. Asuho winds her eyes in surprise as if this was the first time she had heard that.
な。そうなの？
Yeah,
ドッキリ？
of course not.
今さら辞めますなんて言わないよね。
Well, I've had to decide to work here.
言い逃れなんて男らしくないよ。
It's not an excuse, I'm just stating the facts.
もう2時間も手伝ってくれたのに。
I can use it as a reference.
じゃあ入る？
I don't know.
私のこと騙したの？
Why am I the bad guy now?
ようちゃん、ピザ食べたよね。
Yeah, I ate it, but
タダで食べたよね。
I'm being blackmailed? I'll pay for it if that's what you want.
80万円になり
Holy
ます。
shit! Isn't that a few zeros too many?
バイト君になってくれたらタダになります。
Perfect blackmailing. Well, how do I say this? I haven't heard much about this job from the
あ
boss.
れ？最初に話してなかった？
He suddenly requested me to get started on work, and that's where the conversation ended. Asuho sighs.
お父さん大雑把だからな。私のお手伝い賃に関してだけ細かいけど。
So I'd be grateful if you explained the job to me and the boss's stat.
それも参考？
Yeah!
そんなこと言わないで、パパッと決めて入ってくれたらいいのに。
I'm the type of guy that likes to think things through. I intend to compare some job advertisements after I get home.
具体的に何教えてほしいの？
The wage and my shift hours, for starters.
時給は900円で、就業時間は適当だよ。
Negotiable, huh?
うん、
I can choose when to work and when to take days off?
いいでしょ？いわゆるフレックスタイム制。
With flexi time, you get to negotiate your start and finish times, but the number of hours is set in stone, isn't it?
竹ついたので不合格。
What? How's that fair? Asuho, are you also working according to your own convenience?
そうだね。でも喫茶店が混みそうな時間はなるべく手伝うようにしてるよ。だから平日の夕方からは大抵手伝ってるかな。
I've heard that because of work, Asuho rarely gets the chance to go out at night. And there are also times when you skip out on the Tenkuru to help out?
そういう時もあるけど、なんでそんなこと聞くの？
No, Asuho can take days off whenever she feels like it, yet she's always minding her dad and helps out, even if it's at the cost of her beloved astronomy. Asuho, you're amazing.
何いきなり。
I'll give working here some serious consideration, you have my word. If it isn't an issue, I'll help out until night.
本当
We've already made plans for tonight. We're going stargazing, aren't we?
晴れてくれたらいいね
We look outside the window together. The shower is only getting heavier.
雨が降るとね雨警報は鳴らないんだよキーンキーンがなくなるの
I guess it's pointless to have an alarm if it's already raining.
晴れ警報の方が欲しかったなそうすればこんな不安はなくなるから
You dislike rain?
天文ファンにとっては天敵だよ
It's rainy today, but it might be clear tomorrow. So we might be able to go tomorrow.
明日でもいいの
Rather, any time is fine. Asuho smiles warmly like the sun. Because of that, it feels like the rain might not last for the entire night. What job do I do now?
何にもないよ
Nothing at all.
強いて言えばお客様が来るまで暇な私をおもてなしすること
What sort of job is that?
重要な仕事だよ
She brings her face closer, causing me to pull back on reflex.
拒絶された不合格
I don't know if I want to be working here or not.
二人とも手伝いはもういいから勉強でもしてたらどうだい？
Her dad walks out from the back of the cafe.
じゃない。テストも近いだろ。
そうだけどさ
We have tests?
来週から期末テストだよ忘れてたの
Actually, that's the first time I've heard about it.
あれ先生から連絡は
I don't think so. What an asshole.
担任の先生も大雑把だからねお父さんみたいに
Now that I think about it, first semester is almost over. We're already approaching our first assessment block. It's quite a regular event for everyone, so I suppose that's why we haven't been discussing it much. Thanks to that, I haven't prepared for them at all. Sorry, Asuho, I've got other arrangements.
テスト勉強
Yeah, it's about time I head home.
お代は80万円になります
Is she telling me not to run away from work? I'll keep my promise, so I'll drop by again at night.
90万円になります
Why is it increasing?
私をおもてなししてほしい
Meaning we should hang out together.
麻生もテスト勉強があるだろう。お客も当分来ないだろうし、仕事は僕一人で大丈夫だから。
な別にお父さんはどうでもいいけど
娘の反抗期はいつ終わるのかな。
Old man, I think Asuho is a very good daughter.
小笠君、よければ麻生の勉強を見てあげてくれないかな。麻生一人だと心配でね。
信用ゼロだな
とても成績優秀なんだろ小笠君。麻生から聞いてるよ。
No, that was from a long time ago.
今でも優秀だよようちゃん先生に当てられて間違ったことないもんだから一緒に勉強しよ
Has it really come to this? Don't you dislike studying?
う勉強は嫌だけどどうせするならようちゃんに教えてもらいたいかなって
My teaching methods aren't exactly praiseworthy though.
私なら大丈夫って言わなかった
Reflecting over what happened at Saturday school, I can't help but think that she actually means I'll be fine since I'll be asleep when she says that.
僕からも頼むよ。麻生の家庭教師をしてくれる間もバイト代は出すから。
Sounds
どう
good.
だい？
I'm surprised he mentioned the pay. No, today wasn't work, but helping out instead. You don't need to pay me.
何を言ってるんだ。君はもうバイトだろ。
He is misunderstanding something, but what do I do about it?
ようちゃんもらっときなよお父さんが払うって言ってるんだから
No, I can't possibly accept it.
勉強教えてくれないんだ
I'll tutor you, but I don't need the pay.
合格だ。
I don't know what's going on, but he gives me a slap on the shoulder.
家庭教師の時間は就業時間外だけど、僕の気持ちとして払うよ。近いうちに口座番号を教えるよ。
He walks back into the cafe looking satisfied.
よかったねようちゃん
How should I put it? At this rate, I think I'll be stuck working here as my only choice.
やったね
Asuho also has a satisfied look. The living quarters and the cafe are connected with Asuho's room upstairs. And Asuho ended up falling into slumber within 5 minutes. Although she was up all night, so her fatigue is understandable. Isn't she a bit too defenseless? She brings the guy into her room, not to mention we are alone. Of course, nothing is going to happen, but I'm still a bit tense. With the exception of Chinami, I have never entered the room of a girl close to my age. Let's concentrate. I asked Asuho about the topics being tested before she fell asleep and borrowed some scrap paper. I start working on the questions in silence.
ようちゃん
I get startled when she suddenly mentions my name in her sleep talking.
ようちゃんごめんね
What's she apologizing for? What is she apologizing for? Asuho's papers were smeared with drool.
うわー見て見てようちゃん雨上がってるよ
Did our wishes come true? The starlight started appearing when the sun set. It was also when Asuho woke up.
夕飯も食べたし支度も済んだしあとは部室から望遠鏡を運ぶだけだね
Asuho is carrying a bag on her shoulder. Does it have astronomical instruments inside? Asuho's dad carried dinner into her room. I didn't refuse his hospitality and just ate it there. Afterwards, I rang home to tell Aunt Chino that they didn't have to wait for me for dinner. I felt somewhat bad about it, but she told me that's great. She sounded relieved that I had found a sense of belonging here.
それじゃあ出発しよっか
I follow after Asuho, who is acting cheerfully.
星見するの久しぶりだな私今夜もまた眠れなくなっちゃいそう
Don't phrase it like that, it's misleading. Is it? I look up into the night sky. I can only see the faint twinkling of the stars because of the artificial lights from the shopping district, but it will probably be a lot different at the lookout.
私の望遠鏡もきっと今頃喜んでるよ
Asuho was walking on my right, as per usual. Nice music in the background. There are puddles of water all along the hill, as the rain had only just stopped.
滑るから気をつけてね
Shouldn't you be more careful?
私勉強は不得意だけど運動は得意だから
Like Chinamiho.
だけどか弱い女の子だから望遠鏡はよろしくね
I tell her I understand. We're going to school now, right?
そうだよ
I've been meaning to ask this, but wouldn't the school gates be closed at this hour?
校門って閉まるものなの
Well, wouldn't it be a bit careless if they didn't?
ようちゃん多分それ都会の学校だからだよひばりが崎は田舎だからね
Negligence is negligence no matter how you look at it.
それでも警備員はいると思うから私たちも気をつけなきゃね
I think the guards are the ones who should be careful.
私たちが警備員に見つからないように気をつけるの
I have a terrible feeling about this.
夜の立ち入りは禁止されてるからね捕まったらテンクル廃部にされちゃうかも夕方だったら堂々と取りに行けたんだけど
This certainly isn't a laughing matter. Then why don't we come back tomorrow? We wouldn't have to cross any lines then.
ダメだよ明日が晴れる保証はないもん私は今を大切に生きたいの
If you treasure living in the present, why would you want to jeopardize it? The puppy look isn't going to work.
頭でっかち
Please don't call me that.
警備員に捕まりそうになったら逃げればいいじゃない
Stop making it sound so easy.
ようちゃんを見捨てることはしないから
That's not the problem here.
私の星見を邪魔する存在は雨だろうと警備員だろうと許されないんだよ
That's not something to be proud of.
だか
Why
ら
not?
一緒に行こ
Is this really alright?
ういいんだよでも小雨ちゃんには内緒ね絶対怒ると思うから
I can't help but feel amazed. Wait, so if we intruders don't end up getting caught by the guards, doesn't that make Hibari core security inadequate?
ひばりこ
Yes,
万
of course.
歳だね
Is this really alright? We arrive at the school gates. And we'll enter the school maybe next time on Hoshizora no Memoria. Thanks for watching everyone. And have a nice day. Bye bye.